Welcome, Sania. Well, one more addition is she's also the Goodwill Ambassador for UN Women in India and in South Asia. We are so proud of this association that was established many years ago, and we continue to have that association with Sania. Sania, please. Sania and I have been on a couple of panels by now, and I always have the same questions to ask, but I'm going to ask you that again, because I think everybody deserves to know your story. From putting us on the map of tennis to taking courageous decisions in your personal professional life, and now visibly mommy to be.
Um, well, first of all, thank you very much for having me here. Um, like Nisha said, UN Women and I go a few years ago actually, and it's obviously been a relationship that I probably cherish more than most other relationships I've had besides my parents, because the ideology that we have is exactly the same and what I've been taught by my parents, and that comes from UN Women to me. My story is not as funny as Tajimul, so I apologize for that. But I'm not that great a storyteller, but it's a very simple story. I started playing tennis when I was 6 years old, at a time when a girl playing tennis in Hyderabad was unheard of. Where I came from a family full of cricketers, including my dad and everybody that you name. I have, including my husband now, but and when my parents actually said, you know, she's going to play, she's going to play tennis. And my aunts and uncles, they were like, हाँ ठीक है खेलने जा रही है लेकिन काली हो जाएगी देखना कोई शादी नहीं करेगा. I mean I was 6 guys, like for God's sake, right? So my parents were like, what does that mean? Like, and I come from a family of 2 girls, and that's it. So till today, even after everything that I've achieved or tried to achieve, still when people meet me and they say, "आपका कोई भाई नहीं है?" and I say, "नहीं," and they're like, "अरे," and I'm like, "No, that's fine. Like, it's absolutely okay." Because we've never felt that need, you know, which, like ma'am was earlier saying, you know, okay, it's now I'm pregnant, and every time I meet someone, the first question is, or rather, the dua is quote unquote के ओ लड़का हो जाए मैं दुआ करूंगा. I said भाई प्लीज मत करो ये दुआ, लड़की हो जाए दुआ करो, क्यों आप लड़की की दुआ कर रहे हो? So that is the sort of mindset that we grow up with, consciously or subconsciously. And when we come out and try to speak about it, we are labeled as feminists. And for me, that word just doesn't do it. It doesn't do it because why is there no word for a man speaking about men's rights? Has anyone thought about that? Never. But when you speak about female rights or feminism, you're taken as a feminist. And no, I don't think I'm a feminist. I think I'm a person who deserves equal opportunity like we all do. Whether you're a man, whether you're a woman, it does not matter what gender you are. You should have equal opportunity. It doesn't matter what I can do or what a man can do. That doesn't make us equal. What makes us equal is the fact that we have the opportunity to do the same thing. So for me, that is the most important. My parents always taught me and my sister to follow our dreams, no matter how unconventional they were. Even if that meant, oh my God, wearing short skirts and playing tennis and getting dark and, you know, and risk of not ever getting married. But, and we have. My sister has become a businesswoman, which is completely different to me. And I was a tennis player. I am a tennis player right now. I'm a mother, but and it has been a pleasure and an honor to grow up in my family. But I realized that how privileged we were to come from that family because of the amount of people in this, forget country in the world, it might be a bit more pronounced in this country, but it's all over the world. Till today, we fight for equal prize money. We have to justify why, as tennis players, we should make the same prize money that the men do. So that means this inequality is everywhere in the world. It's not just in this part of the world. So I just like to say that today I've become a fan of this little girl. And Well, one of the reasons is, of course, because of who she is and the way she spoke, and I wish I had her sense of humor. But um, more because I come from a Muslim family, a conservative family, and from a small city of Hyderabad. Um, at least then, when I thought of playing tennis, and I can only imagine how hard it must have been for her parents. I mean, my parents, I thought my dad, is the greatest hero because he stood up against everyone and said that I don't care. They used to mock my parents and say, what do you think that your daughter's gonna become Martina Hingis? And fate had it that I had to win 3 of my Grand Slams with Martina Hingis. So, and I can just imagine what her dad must have gone through to fight against her. And it was not even a sport that was, let's say, whatever they say, boyish or girlish. I mean, it was something to do with martial arts, which is not something that you see a lot of girls doing. So it is an extremely difficult thing to do, and all my respects, sir, all my respects. बस आप चांटा ना मारिए उसको, लेकिन all my respects, and wholeheartedly, as a woman, I feel so proud to be sharing this stage and to be here today. And I just want to say that, like Nishtha told us, I don't think 2089 should be a goal or a number at all in our heads. If I had a choice, 2030 wouldn't be a number, but we have to be realistic. So let's all try to work towards that number, at least to have a number in mind and work towards that. And tomorrow, whether I have a boy or a girl, I think it's very important for a woman and a girl to believe that she is empowered within, in order for men to believe that she's empowered. And that's exactly like ma'am said, that you have to believe that you're equal to be treated equally. And whether I have a boy or a girl, that is exactly what is going to be taught to them. And a secret is, my husband wants a girl very badly. And I said I don't have any control on that anymore. But yeah, so thank you very much again for having me here and sharing this little part of my story, but also being a witness to so many inspiring stories.
Thank you. Thank you very, very much, Sania. And we just hope and pray that you have a very healthy baby and you start getting back to winning laurels for the country. Okay, so all the very, very best to you. Ladies and gentlemen, Sania unfortunately has to leave because, as I said, she's come all the way here, and huge round of applause for Sania. Thank you.
I know. I really hope it's a girl. I know.
Thank you. Bye.
Other guests also to come on stage so that we can have one photo op with everybody, because Sania, so can I have Neeti, Arko, Uday sir to also please join on the stage and have one group photo with everyone, please. Thank you. And Maipali ji, please. Thank you. Can the others guests, I'll introduce you as well, so please remain on the stage. Apologies. Thank you. So we are already joined on stage by Maipali Lakshmiji. She is the elective women representative from Andhra Pradesh, leading inclusive governance and ensuring everyone's participation where it matters the most, the Panchayat. So please put a huge round of applause for Mayapali Lakshmi. Please.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Vast country, and I was traveling through a particular state, and you know that water conservation is always done by the panchayat. So there is either the hand pump or there is the water. And in some villages I found that where that common water was, that hand pump was there, it was just a pump and the water was dripping. And in some villages, I would see that the place was cemented and the water for the dripping water.
Can we have Nishta felicitate Miraji, please? Thank you, Miraji. Tajamul, all the very best, sabki dua. Wapas go leke aao. Tajamul Islam, the star of the evening today. Thank you, Mayapali ji. Please continue all the great work that you're doing at the panchayat level. The voice, the star, Niti Mohan. And the man behind the beautiful anthem, last but not the least, Arko. And I just want to, on behalf of the school, my team, there's everybody as Business of Ideas who's here. A lot. Thank you very much. The snacks are at executive cafeteria on the first floor. So for the press, the students will guide you. Thank you very much.
आप नीचे बैठ जाओ फिर नहीं दिखो कैमरा के नीचे थोड़ा आगे बस चलो रोलिंग रोल एक्शन पीछे
Niti and Arko, what you want to say? Do you think it's very proud to sing an anthem for a woman empower? What brief you have given to you? क्या कहना चाहेंगे?
Well, first when they came to me कि ये गाना एक बनाना है, ये this is the idea, ये concept है और वजह ये है UN women है, तो ऐसा कभी मेरे पास पहले नहीं हुआ, ऐसा ऑफर नहीं आया है. एंड मैंने सोचा कि वी आर ऑलवेज बिजी विद फिल्म्स एंड आर करियर ओरिएंटेड थिंग्स, बट दिस इज़ अ प्रेसिंग इशू. ये हर जगह, सिर्फ इंडिया में नहीं, सारी दुनिया में बहुत सारी जगहों पे ये बात बहुत लागू है, रेलिवेंट है और प्रेसिंग है. तो तब मैंने एक ट्यून कंपोज किया और वी थॉट अबाउट नीति वुड बी द बेस्ट वन टू सिंग इट. एंड व्हेन नीति केम इन टू सिंग दैट सॉन्ग, ऑब्वियसली द सॉन्ग इज़ इमोशनल और उसमें काफ़ी सारे चीज़ें हैं. जो लिरिक्स हैज़ बीन रिटन बाय दिस न्यू यंग लिरिसिस्ट, दिस गर्ल पूजा, एंड शी हैज़ डन अ ग्रेट जॉब. आई वाज सरप्राइज्ड दैट शी रोट इट. जब ये नीति एक्चुअली केम इन टू सिंग दिस, वी डब्ड इट ट्वाइस, राइट, टू सेपरेट टाइम्स, एंड द फीलिंग दैट शी इज़ पुट इन इट, आई मीन यू कैन हियर इट. अब जब सुनोगे तो आपको पता है चलेगा कि वही चीज़ है कि इस गाने से किसी को वो महसूस हो जो हम कहना चाहते हैं, इम्पोर्टेंस महसूस हो इस इशू की. And I think it has done very well.
यूनाइटेड नेशंस वुमेन के लिए ये एंथम है जो कि इट्स फर्स्ट ऑफ इट्स काइंड, और पहली बार ऐसा हुआ है कि
इतने लोगों ने साथ मिलके ये पूरे हिंदुस्तान से, पूरे वर्ल्ड से अपील की है, राइट फ्रॉम फिल्म स्टार्स टू स्पोर्ट्स पीपल, म्यूज़िक इंडस्ट्री से हम दोनों हैं, और हम सब मिलकर एक ही मैसेज दे रहे हैं कि विमेन को पूरा हक है, हर चीज़ का हक है। जो एक लड़के को हक है वो एक लड़की को भी हक सेम है, और ये हम मांग नहीं रहे हैं, ये हम ले रहे हैं क्योंकि ये हमारा हक है। That's all we want to say.
एक्चुअली ये बात जो नीति ने कही, एक्चुअली इट्स अबाउट जस्टिस एंड इक्वालिटी, कि ऐसा नहीं है कि बहुत सारे लोगों को क्योंकि लड़की हैं हमको उनको फेवर करना है, वो एकदम मकसद नहीं है। शायद फेमिनिज्म कभी कभी ऐसा सुनाई देता है कि क्योंकि औरत है तो हम उनके लिए एक्स्ट्रा फेवर कर रहे हैं या उनको हेल्प करने की कोशिश कर, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है। वो खुद को हेल्प कर सकते हैं, हम ना रोके और ये होने दे तो ही काफ़ी है। You know, that's what I'm saying.
अगर ऐसा बोला जाए कि लड़की कमज़ोर होती है, या अगर बचपन से ही ऐसा बोला जाएगा तो लड़की को लगने लगता है कि लड़कियां कमज़ोर हैं, लड़कियां ये नहीं कर सकती जो लड़के कर सकते हैं, बट मुझे लगता है ऐसा नहीं है। आज आप देखिए मिथाली राज को, देखिए आज आप सानिया मिर्ज़ा, जो इस कॉज से इतना क्लोजली रिलेटेड हैं और जुड़े हैं, आज वो मैसेज दे रहे हैं। अगर म्यूज़िक में देखा जाए तो, और क्यों लड़कियों को सिर्फ प्लेबैक ही क्यों करना है, हम फोर फ्रंट पे आके गाना गाएंगे, आपके आँख में आँख डाल कर गाना गाएंगे और ये मैसेज देंगे कि हर हक है वो लड़की को जो एक लड़के को हक है। सो इस मैसेज को हम पूरे देश में बहुत दिल से, बहुत प्यार से स्प्रेड करना चाहते हैं।
Do you think Bollywood movies has play a greater role for a woman awareness? जिस तरह की वुमेन सेंट्रिक पिक्चरें आई हैं
जी हाँ।
इस दौर में 2017
जी हाँ।
2018 काफ़ी अवेयरनेस हुआ है।
ये मुझे लगता है फिल्म जो होती है वो बहुत पावरफुल मीडियम है। फिल्म एक ऑडियो विजुअल मीडियम है और बहुत इम्पैक्ट होता है। तो अभी लास्ट 2 सालों में जो फिल्में आई हैं, जैसे कि दंगल और मैरी कॉम, जिस तरह की हमने फिल्में देखी हैं जहाँ पर विमेन आकर पूरा उनको आप एक नई लाइट में देख रहे हैं, उनके कैरेक्टर्स को दर्शाया जा रहा है और पर्दे पे बहुत बड़े तरीके से दिखाया जा रहा है। आज पूरे देश के लिए जाके गोल्ड मेडल लेके आना बहुत बड़ी बात होती है। तो मुझे लगता है ऐसी स्टोरीज़ को, और ऐसे जो स्मॉल टाउन में छोटी छोटी लड़कियां जो हीरो हैं, उनको लाइमलाइट में लाना ज़रूरी है, उनके बारे में बात करना ज़रूरी है, उनके लिए स्टैंडिंग ओवेशन देना ज़रूरी है, बिकॉज़ वो हिस्टोरिक हैं, उनकी स्टोरीज़ हिस्टोरिक हैं और वो पूरे देश को इंस्पायर कर रही हैं। और हमारी देश की सभी लड़कियों से मैं ये कहूँगी, यू आर पावरफुल, जस्ट फॉलो योर ड्रीम्स।
Thanks.
I have the same message. Thank you very much.
Thank you.